the hell is woke kindergarten? And how does it lead, potentially, to a very expensive application process to go to university?
There's something called woke kindergarten going on here in America. And it's an actual federal program that states or cities are paying to bring into their kindergartens. Kindergarten is, you're 5. You're 5 years old in kindergarten. And I was saying on my show today, my youngest is only 10. Wasn't so long ago he was in kindergarten. And his biggest job, responsibility, and commitment was to see if he could make fart sounds that sound exactly like the real thing. He nailed it. He was great. Here, now what they're doing, these kindergartners out in the Bay Area, of course, near San Francisco, is they're bringing in some lunatic who goes by they, of course, and calls herself, let's see. Oh, God, where is it? I'll find it. Oh, yeah. Okay. An abolitionist early educator. She's an abolitionist early educator. Goes in and she offers this program, which they're eating up at this school in which 2/3 of the students are still learning English. Like English is their second language. 2/3 of them. Okay. And she tells these children that they need to confront white supremacy, disrupt racism and oppression. That she wants them to consider, quote, wonderings, including the following. These are 5-year-olds. If the U.S. defunded the Israeli military, how could this money be used to rebuild Palestine?
What? The 5-year-old fart sounds versus this.
Yes, they're doing the fart sounds, and they need to think about the Palestinian problem. They offer the woke word of the day, including strike, ceasefire, and protest, offering students a language of the resistance to introduce them to liberatory vocabulary. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about how the website offers Lil Comrade Convos, or positing a world for the children to consider without police, money, or landlords. They start early, Paul. God. You won't be surprised to learn that at this school, which was already struggling when it comes to its math, when it comes to its reading, they have gone down off the cliff by all measures after this woman came in and hijacked reading time and math time with this nonsense. They're now hitting new lows on English and math scores. Less than 4% of the students are proficient in math. Under 12% are proficient in English. And when the San Francisco Chronicle, kudos to this paper for doing its homework, called up to say, what are you doing? They defended the program and said, well, we're no longer on the state watch list for struggling schools, only to find out from the reporter that not only are you still on the watch list, but you've moved down on it. You're worse off than ever as a result. So
the next stage, obviously, for woke kindergarten is that it's no longer held in buildings. It'll be held in homeless tents by the side of the road in San Francisco, and parents will pay even more for the privilege?
Yes, with no police and no landlords. And by the way, the woman who's behind it, this is perfect. Here's the cherry for the sundae. Not only does she think that Israel is a made-up place and the U.S. has no right to exist, but she previously made headlines for an audiobook saying children could use tree as a pronoun. So she's a they, and your kid could be a tree if only he can find his way into her class. And she, of course, has a graduate degree from, wait for it, Columbia University, one of our most respected institutions. Okay, so that leads me to part 2, if I may. Part 2 is everybody in the United States wants to get their kid into one of these universities where lunatics like this are graduating and teaching. And now, for the low, low price of $120,000 a year, you can get yourself an education consultant who will come in when Junior is maybe a 9th grader, and he will curate your son or daughter's entire high school experience, making sure they choose exactly the right extracurriculars, the exact right sports, they get exactly the right grades and take the right courses, AP this, not that, F music, no drama, forget gym, we need to be math whizzes, STEM. Oh, wait, no, we need to study religion, let's do that, you're a theology major. Whatever it is, they know. They will craft the essay. They will make sure you create the perfect little Harvard student, and it's $120,000 a year. For 4 years, okay? They have more clients than they can handle. And then they're saying one of the real problems and the reason this is necessary is because the legacy admissions are no longer getting the preference that they used to get. You know, both parents went to Harvard, juniors in at Harvard, no longer. And what parents have been doing to get past that for the past several years is just making a donation. Oh, we're applying to Stanford? Here's $3 million. I know I have no connection to Stanford, but here's $3 million because I like you. And also Yale, here's $4 million to you. And Harvard, here's $7 million to you. By the way, this is a fact. I've seen this happen. And now they're saying the problem is the price for going that route, as opposed to just hiring the education consultant to curate the perfect resume, is the minimum these days to make sure your kid's, you know, greased in, is $10 million.
Whoa. Wow. That's just to get in the door. You're not getting your name on anything. 10 million bucks.
No name. And for this, you can land your kid at an institution that will have her graduate with a master's in child development and have her saying your children can use tree as a pronoun.
I love your country, but it's nuts sometimes. It really is nuts sometimes. Thankfully, you're there on watch, on guard, and you protect our freedom. Thank you, mate. We'll never question in the manner in which you provide it. None of that Jack Nicholson business here. Thank you very much, Megan. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Bye. See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.